Jerry Brown. Is Jerry Brown going to run for president again? He's ran 3 times. And I'm going to say, yeah. Here's why. He is now into his 2nd term as governor. He won it basically unchallenged. He has remade himself into a mainstream political figure. No longer people think of him as Governor Moonbeam. I think he's pretty much erased that. And he's getting older. So at some point, he's got to think, I either do this now or don't. So he gets on CNN, fields questions from Wolf Blitzer, says that there are big surprises coming ahead. And of course, when you're talking to Jerry Brown, you have to think, well, geez, one of the big surprises is going to be you running for president. Here's why I think Jerry Brown will do it. He is obsessed with the American presidency. I remember when we were working on the Super Bowl bid in Oakland, and Jerry and we got Jerry the presidential suite here in Atlanta at the Hyatt Regency Atlanta. This was the year 2000. And specifically, it was fall of 2000, just around, our presentation was November 3rd. And Jerry and I had a difference because I wrote an email that basically accused him of being racist because he didn't give me time as a Super Bowl organizer, whereas he would give someone who was young and white and intern time, and then he would say to me, I don't have time for you. So we went through all that, and he said, you can't come to Atlanta. And I said, I'm going anyway. It was good that I was there. So he finally resigned to the fact that, hey, we got to get this done. And I didn't treat Zinni correctly. So there were a group of people in the room, and they left. They were on our team. They went there to their separate things. It was just Jerry and I. And I think Jerry was a little freaked out. I was like, my God, I'm trapped with Zinni, and I have to talk to him because I have to now deal with what I said and what I did to him. Instead, what he did was he picked up a remote control and turned on the television set and started flipping around looking for any news he could about the election. Why? Because Al Gore was going up against George W. Bush. And so I just watched him. We talked about the election. Jerry was obsessed. He was hanging on every word of everything that he heard. And it's that encyclopedic recall of what Al Gore did and said, or what George W. Bush did and said, that was amazing to me at the time. He is a student of the political game, but he wants to jump in, make his points, and see if he can get the electorate to select him. He has always felt that the big stage eluded him. And he had the big stage in the form of the governor of California, but he let it slip away. Went off, remade himself, came back as mayor of Oakland, really remade himself, and did so enough to become governor of California, and has arguably really remade himself into a kind of a fixer. And now I think he wants to convince the American voter that he can be a good fixer. The trouble is that he has, just like in 1992, the Clintons standing in the way. And as he said to Wolf Blitzer, Hillary Clinton is formidable. But don't rule out Jerry Brown stepping into the fray. I think he's going to run for president.